Carly, you home?
Hi.
Hey.
Why didn't you wake me up when you got home last night?
I tried, but you told me to go away.
I did?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, you were pretty out of it. I guess you had a big day.
I guess. So how did New York go? Did you get any leads about Rosanna?
Craig and I found DeGrassi, guy who broke into Fairwinds.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. Well, don't go setting off fireworks yet. We brought him in for questioning, but so far he's clammed up.
Do you think that he kidnapped
Hey, no,
her?
listen, before you ask me any more questions, I want to answer you. I want you to answer one for me. Where were you yesterday when I called to check in?
Didn't the babysitter tell you?
What she said was pretty sketchy, and it sounded like she was reading off a script.
Well, I was with Paul.
Where?
In St. Bart's, looking for Rosanna.
Carly, I told you to stay out of this.
I know, but
yeah, but
Paul,
you didn't care,
but
right?
that's not true.
No, I don't want to hear it. Listen, you and Paul are out of the investigation business for good. Do you understand me, Carly? Or do I have to arrest the two of you to prove it?
Thank you very much, Greta. Will you be at the desk for the rest of the day? Great. And you'll let me know when Jordan Sinclair heads up to his room? Great. Thank you so much. And one more thing, Greta. We never had this conversation. I appreciate your discretion.
We didn't mean to go against you, Jack. Paul got the idea right after you left for us to go to St. Bart's.
Well, that's convenient.
You couldn't be in two places at once, and we knew you had the New York situation covered, so we went to work on another front. And we thought that if we could get any clues about where Rosanna went from St. Bart's, then we could just pass them on to you.
Yeah, I had my cell phone. You could have called me to talk about this first.
There wasn't a lot of time, Jack. I didn't want to be away from the kids for too long. We had to get there and back in a day.
Right, and you knew that I would blow a fuse if I found out about it.
Yeah, that's true. This is my sister we're talking about, Jack. I don't feel very comfortable just standing around doing nothing.
Finding Rosanna is my job, not yours. And I'm gonna do it, I promise. Whatever it takes, I'm gonna bring her home.
I can't lose her again, Jack. Not after everything we've been through.
I understand.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm just beginning to understand. I saw Lily fall apart after losing her sister, and I was so grateful every day that I still had mine.
This DeGrassi guy, he's not a very nice person. Okay, and I'm sure he's got friends. You could have been hurt. Do you realize that?
I wasn't. And neither were you. I guess it was a chance we had to take.
You know, you're not the only person who's grateful to have people in their lives. If anything ever happened to you, I don't know what I would do.
Nothing's gonna happen to
Hey,
me.
look, that's what Rosanna thought, too. That's why I'm not cutting you a break about working on this case. If Paul wants to go find Rosanna, let him go. All the more power to him. But, Carly, I need you here so I can touch you and hold you and protect you, even if you don't want me to.
All right. I will stay out of it from now on.
You know I love you, right?
I love you too, G-Man. Rosanna was sitting right here and Jordan recognized her.
She was just sitting here having a drink like it was any old day?
Well, she seemed to be studying some papers. I only noticed because they spilled when...
Did she say where she'd been?
Well, we didn't get into it.
And I told her that everyone was worried about her and that the police even suspected she might have been kidnapped. Instead of getting upset, she seemed annoyed.
Annoyed.
Yeah, isn't that strange?
Maybe she was just tired.
She looked pretty rested to me.
No, and I said that you and Lucy would be so relieved to find out that she was okay, and her response to that was that she didn't ask anyone to worry.
That doesn't make any sense.
Where are you going?
To find Rosanna. Do you have any idea which way she was headed?
She's staying here at the Lakeview.
I'll see you later.
Wow. Your brother must really miss her.
They're good friends.
Yeah? Well, if they're such good buddies, why didn't Rosanna tell Paul she was back in town?
I don't know. Maybe she was about to.
No, she wasn't.
How do you know?
When you mentioned Paul's name, Rosanna's whole expression changed. She didn't look happy.
So you noticed it too. Okay, I'm now officially confused. Just a minute. Hello, Paul.
You are here. I can't believe it. I can't believe you're really back.
I suppose Jennifer told you where I was.
Yeah, she did, and I was so relieved. I can't even tell you. I mean, when you stopped calling, I didn't know what to think, and then... Hey, you know, you promised me. You swore to me that you were going to keep in touch.
Am I being accused of something? Because I'm beginning to feel a little like a teenager who's been out past her curfew.
No, I was worried. I thought something terrible had happened. You look amazing. You look great. Everything okay?
Can't complain. And you?
Really happy to see you.
Don't touch me.
Rosanna, what's wrong? Just want to welcome you back and give you a hug.
I have a cold. I don't want to get you sick. Why don't you come in? We have much to discuss.
Is there a problem?
I don't know. What kind of problem could there be?
I don't think you understand what it's been like here. And now you seem upset at me for wondering why you just fell off the map.
Well, I sent you a telegram. Are you saying that that wasn't enough?
No, telegram was great, except you didn't send it.
I'm sorry, what are you getting at?
Some guy named DeGrassi sent the telegram, a guy who, according to Jack, is some kind of a career criminal.
You showed my telegram to Jack.
I told Jack was with me when I got it, and there was something about the timing of it all that just made him feel a little
Even so, you have
funny.
no right investigating my private affairs.
I was scared to death. I mean, you stopped calling, and then I get a telegram from some con with a rap sheet, and everything's cool. I mean, what would you have done? You should have let me know what was going on.
I beg your pardon.
But there are a lot of people here who care about you. You can't just go underground and expect us not to worry about what happened.
I can do whatever I like.
Okay, this is not about your independence, okay? This is about the fact that what you did really wasn't fair.
Wasn't fair? Are you trying to tell me that fairness is a quality that's important to you, Paul? Because honestly, I had no idea.
Okay, let me start over.
No. I don't think we should start over. How dare you come in here and feign concern for me when we both know that nothing could be further from the truth?
What are you talking about? I'm your friend.
You are not my friend. You are my enemy.
Why? What did I do?
You had Cabot taken away from me. You called the police. You told them where he was. It was you all along.
Carly. I gotta get some lunch.
Why don't you trot yourself into the kitchen and put something in the microwave for me, too?
Time me.
Or we could just wait till Sage is old enough to do it for us.
I wish I could, but I gotta get down to the station and start turning up the heat on DeGrassi.
No. Let me know if you There's something that I forgot to tell you.
Tell me what?
When we were in St. Bart's, we found DeGrassi's phone number in Rosanna's handwriting on the back of an envelope.
Did you find out if Rosanna called him?
We tried to get the records from her calls while she was at the hotel, but the manager wouldn't give them to us.
Okay, I gotta go.
Well, then maybe this guy DeGrassi didn't kidnap her, right? Maybe she's the one who called him.
Maybe not, but whatever happened down there, I'm gonna get to the bottom of it today.
What if he still won't talk?
Then I'll call the hotel myself, see if they'll release the records to me. Don't get encouraged by this, okay? You're still off this case.
I know. All I want is for you to find her.
You and me both.
Hey, what about lunch?
I'll eat it for dinner.
I don't know who you've been talking to.
I have it documented. You contacted the Canadians. You cost me my son. Go ahead, please, try to deny it. At this point, I would expect nothing less of you.
Yeah. Yes. I called the Canadian authorities and I gave them Craig's name. But they already knew all about Cabot. I mean, it was only a matter of time before they were going to come get him anyway.
How could you do that? How could you do that to me?
I'm sorry.
Don't touch me. I could really hurt you right now.
Okay. Go ahead. I won't do anything to stop you.
You know what? You're not worth it.
What I started to tell you before is true. The Canadian police, they already knew all about Cabot. They were going to come get him anyway. All I did was make things happen a little quicker.
Is this supposed to be a comfort to me? Were you expecting me to thank you?
No, I'm just trying to show you.
That you're not such a bad guy, after all?
It was wrong. I was wrong. What I did was wrong.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. When you were accused of murder, and everybody thought that you had killed Rose, who put up your bail to the tune of $1 million?
That was you.
Who stood by your side? Who held your hand? Who defended you? To anybody who would listen, and this is how you repay me? You cost me my son?
It wasn't about you.
It wasn't about me! Of course it's about me! It's gonna be about me the rest of my life!
Tried to set me up. He paid Mitzi to go to the police and lie so that they would arrest me for poisoning Rose. And then when he hurt you, I think you can understand why I wanted to get back at Craig.
Oh, so do you feel better now? You feel like a winner now that you tore my family apart?
Oh, I wasn't thinking about how it would make you feel. I wasn't thinking about all of the suffering. And for that, I'm sorry.
You're sorry? You pretended to grieve with me. When I had to give Cabot back, you held me. And all that time, you knew you were the one that caused me all that pain. It's disgusting. I don't know how you can live with yourself.
I tried to make it up to you. I did. I took you and Cabot away. I would have stayed with you. I would have protected you.
What are you talking about? There's no way you can make it up to me. There's no trade-off for losing your son.
You're right. I only hope
What?
that someday you can forgive me.
You know what? I'm done forgiving people.